Palestinian, Arab, Christian, to complete the contradiction, I am also a citizen of the state of Israel. My problem, I did not immigrate into Israel at an early age. It's Israel that was created in my country, in myself, at an early age, when my father gathered us children and said, you know, children, we might see Jewish soldiers come to our village. Be not afraid of them. They have machine guns, but they do not kill. These are the words of my father. And he continued, these are survivals of a horrible massacre organized somewhere in Europe. It was very far away, Europe, for us. We need to show them, to show the Jews, that somewhere on this planet they are welcome, very especially because Father said they are our blood brothers. We and they pride ourselves to be the descendants of an Iraqi citizen called Abraham. A few days later, the soldiers arrived, and I must confess, they did not kill anybody. They did not molest anybody. They were happy to receive our food and to sleep in our beds. After 10 days, the officer Manu ordered all heads of families to come to see him. And they received the order to leave for 2 weeks, and he gave them a written promise, in 2 weeks you will return. We became refugees in a nearby village, and we are still waiting for the 2 weeks to end. These are only introductory words to the reconciliation. How can we reconcile? With whom? On which conditions? It's extremely difficult to decide. Who is right, who is wrong, the Jews or the Palestinians? My goodness, the Jews have absolute right to say, we need a home, a homeland. We need freedom of expression. I would sign and I will struggle with the Jews to obtain these human qualities and to obtain them without any criticism. The problem did not start there. The problem started when the home they wanted meant that I become a homeless refugee. How can I agree? When the homeland they wanted meant that my people become the Jews of the Jews, the dispersed people in diaspora, homeless without any identity. Would you agree if you were in my place? And the freedom of expression, which they deserve because they are human beings. That freedom of expression, when it meant that I lose every kind of human rights, then I say there are some questions, some doubts. For me as a Christian, suicidal bomber commits 3 crimes at the same time. Against himself, against his society, and against humanity. But as I said to the defense minister of Israel while visiting the Archbishopric, you need to deal in a different way with suicidal bombers. You do not need to be as terrorist as he did. You go and destroy his family house. You go uproot all the olive trees of his family. And that's, if you uproot one of my olive trees, it's as if you are killing my beloved child. And you hunt his relatives from your helicopters. He said, what do you want us to do, Father Chacour? I said, do you agree that they commit suicide because they have no hope in the future? He said, yes. Because they are despaired? He said, yes. I said, why don't we do something to regenerate hope for these people who have been paying the bill to quiet down the bad conscience of the Western world with regards to Jews and to Judaism? That's why I end. I know you are very nervous. That's why I tried to express my story with my books. The first one, Blood Brothers. Jew and Palestinians are blood brothers. By the way, I will reveal to you where the hope is hidden so far for reconciliation between Jews and Palestinians. Milgram, tell me if I'm wrong. We both do not need to learn how to live together. We need to remember how we used to live together for centuries and centuries. Do you agree? You have to, because otherwise you will be wrong. You know, I love you. We do not need to say we have to have a memory of the past. Only the 60 past years can be considered as parenthesis, madness out of the complex and the utopia and the problem that came out from the Jewish Holocaust in Germany that we regret so much, so sincerely. Who is wrong? Who is right? That's why my second book is called We Belong to the Land. Jews can say that rightly, and I can say that not less rightly. And the third book is Hope Beyond Despair. We shall overcome. It is impossible for Israel to survive unless my Jewish brothers take our hand and we walk side by side in order to no more be hanging beside each other. The land, the Jew has the right to say it's my land. It's linked with his prophets, with his Bible. Why not? But why does the Muslim has no right and the Christian to say, this is my land? I remember, my Jewish friends, 2,000 years, you were deported from our country, Palestine. It's not a Palestinian who did that. It's a Roman emperor. We remember you deported. We remained there. And now you say you're coming or returning, whatever you want, it's okay. But we welcome you with us. We cannot welcome you without us. You want our jacket? Take it. You want also our trousers? No. Striptease has never been a Palestinian phenomenon. And nonetheless, what we are trying to do, at least in my church, which is numerically the largest church in Israel, out of a small minority which remained in the Holy Land, 146,000. 76,000 are Melkite Catholics. We are trying to find a way no more to be just loyal citizens of Israel. We want to be integrated to build up this country, but for all of us. Then I will see with great pleasure the number 02 from my passport deleted, and I'll become at least like the Jew 01, unless he would accept to delete 01 and become 02. We need to be equal. We need to look for the common future together. And education. Education of children is the most important preparation for any reconciliation. And this is our future. We don't want Israel to be hurt, but we refuse any hurt that Israel is causing for our people. And what I'm trying to do with all my power is to convince many Jews that they have to look at non-Jews with a different eye. It's not true that a non-Jew is an automatic hater of the Jews. I don't hate the Jews. I love them as much as I hate what they do to us. I think this is only a way for reconciliation. And I wish I had more time to listen to your counsels and to your advices how to do reconciliation. But God will help us. Thank you for your patience.